A flood warning remains in effect for the following rivers. Guadalupe River. For the Guadalupe River at Victoria. Latest flood category, minor. Forecast flood category, minor. Latest stage, 21.5 feet at 8 p.m. Sunday. Flood and bankful stage, 21 feet. Forecast. The river level is expected to crest around 26 feet Monday night. Impact. At 26.5 feet, Grover's Bend is underwater. Water reaches McLeod Drive behind Tripamonte Field. For the Guadalupe River near Bloomington. Latest flood category, minor. Forecast flood category, moderate. Latest stage, 23 feet at 8 p.m. Sunday. Flood and bankful stage, 20 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to crest around 26.5 feet Tuesday night. Impact. At 27 feet, major flooding occurs. Flow downstream near Highway 35 is several hundred yards wide, cutting off many of the lowest homes. Livestock are cut off and could drown. Pumps, tank batteries, and any equipment in the floodplain below Victoria are flooded. The campground near Tivoli below Highway 35 and residences just above Highway 35 are flooded. You can check the latest river forecast by going to our Advanced Hydrologic Prediction Service webpage. This page provides current and forecast river information, impacts, and other information for all forecast points. Our website is www.srh.noaa.gov/crp. Click on the river forecast image at the top, then click on the forecast point. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, local TV and radio stations, or cable TV outlets for the latest weather information, as additional rainfall could affect crest forecasts.
Notable but below river flood levels expected on the San Antonio River. For the San Antonio River at Goliad. Latest stage, 15.6 feet at 8 p.m. Sunday. Flood stage, 25 feet. Bankful stage, 22 feet. Caution stage, 15 feet. Forecast. No flooding is expected, with the river level forecast to crest near 22 feet Monday morning. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio for the latest weather information, as additional rainfall may affect crest forecasts.
The current time is 9:10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Here are the 8 p.m. South Texas weather observations. The report from Port Lavaca was not available. At Bay City, visibility 10 miles, temperature was 63 degrees, dew point 59. Wind was east at 7 miles an hour, and the pressure was 29.84 inches and steady. At Palacios, visibility 10 miles, temperature was 64 degrees, dew point 62. Wind was east at 14 miles an hour, and the pressure was 29.84 inches and steady. Rockport, mostly cloudy, temperature 67 degrees. Victoria, cloudy, temperature 64 degrees. San Antonio, partly cloudy, temperature 71 degrees. Houston, cloudy, temperature 67 degrees. Galveston, mostly cloudy, temperature 65 degrees. At Port Aransas, winds east at 13 knots. Seawater temperature was 69 degrees. 90 nautical miles east of Port Aransas, east winds at 12 knots. Seawater temperature was 69 degrees. Waves are 3 feet, with a period of 7 seconds. 45 nautical miles southeast of Baffin Bay, east winds at 14 knots. Seawater temperature was 70 degrees. Waves are 4 feet, with a period of 7 seconds. The forecast for the Port O'Connor area. Tonight, partly cloudy in the evening and becoming mostly cloudy. Patchy fog late in the night. Lows in the lower 60s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Monday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then partly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Monday night, partly cloudy with a less than 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then mostly clear after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s inland, in the mid-70s coast. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, shifting to the northwest in the afternoon. Port Aransas jetty tides this evening. Low at 5:19 a.m., high at 2:48 p.m. Monday. Low at 6:12 a.m., high at 3:07 p.m. Seawater temperature at Port Aransas is 66 degrees. Port O'Connor tides this evening. Low at 9:02 a.m., high at 7:58 p.m. Monday. Low at 10:01 a.m., high at 8:41 p.m. Seawater temperature at Port Lavaca is 68 degrees. Here is the synopsis for the Middle Texas coastal waters. A weak to moderate onshore flow can be expected tonight through early Monday. A frontal boundary will move offshore late Monday, resulting in a weak north to west flow. Flow will briefly back to the west late Monday night as a secondary surge of high pressure builds across the waters. Weak offshore flow on Tuesday will transition to onshore by Tuesday night. Weak to moderate onshore flow will then prevail through the remainder of the forecast. Dry conditions will dominate through the entire period. The marine forecast for the bay waters from Baffin Bay to Port Aransas. Updated tonight. East wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming south after midnight. Days slightly choppy. Monday. Southwest wind 10 to 15 knots. Days slightly choppy to occasionally choppy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night. Northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming west 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Days slightly choppy to occasionally choppy, decreasing to smooth to slightly choppy after midnight. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Tuesday. West wind around 10 knots, shifting north in the afternoon. Days smooth to slightly choppy. The marine forecast for the bay waters from Port Aransas to Port O'Connor. Updated tonight. Southeast wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming south after midnight. Days slightly choppy. Monday. Southwest wind 10 to 15 knots. Days slightly choppy to occasionally choppy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night. Northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming west 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Days slightly choppy to occasionally choppy, decreasing to smooth to slightly choppy after midnight. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Tuesday. West wind around 10 knots, shifting north in the afternoon. Days smooth to slightly choppy. The marine forecast for the coastal waters out to 20 nautical miles from Baffin Bay to Matagorda Ship Channel. Updated tonight. Southeast wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming south after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Monday. Southwest wind 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night. Northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming west around 5 knots after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Tuesday. West wind 10 to 15 knots, shifting north in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. The marine forecast for the coastal waters from Baffin Bay to the Matagorda Ship Channel out to 60 nautical miles. Updated tonight. East wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming south after midnight. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Monday. South wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest. Seas 3 to 4 feet. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night. Northwest wind 10 to 15 knots, becoming west 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 4 feet. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Tuesday. West wind 10 to 15 knots, shifting north in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet.